Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixelpartners here, and welcome back to Apollo Justice A starting when we left off.
Boyle can speak English.
He can speak English, understand English. He can see. There's a magician that's helping him out.
He knows broken English.
Yes, but he's doing something at least, and he's helping us.
I wonder what magician he's talking about.
Obviously, David Copperfield.
I was gonna say dark magician, but don't look at me.
A magician, huh?
Well, at least we're clear on one thing. Maki didn't shoot Mr. Latouche.
Yeah, but what does that leave us with? We're supposed to say he went into the room to find the body and then he heard the shots? That one's going to go over well in court. Not.
Apollo! You're his defense. You're supposed to believe whatever he says, even lies. That's what Daddy always told me.
I'll just pretend you misheard him every time. So, what do we do?
You're sure you won't testify, Maki?
No talking. No.
Well, it was worth a shot.
That cocoon.
He's a cocoon right now. I can't go home. Can't go home? I can't go home to Virginia. I do not want to go home. The penalty for taking a cocoon for Virginia is death.
That's right, it's punished by death. Of course, he's scared.
Well, yeah.
Well, I guess I'll just have tried a different approach.
That's the spirit, Apollo. So what's your plan?
If Maki won't testify about it, we'll have to get someone else to testify.
Someone else?
I think we're out of time. Let's get back in there.
Right. That's my daddy's last name.
God damn it. Oh, the poor man.
Court is now back in session. Mr. Justice, have you sorted things out with the defendant?
Yes, Your Honor. We had a good talk.
Did we really? Very well. So will he testify?
Your Honor, the defendant will not testify.
What?
Shame. And here I thought this is your big chance to turn the case around. Actually, it is. The defense would like to approach this case from a different angle, Your Honor.
A different angle?
Isosceles.
Oh my god.
If Maki won't
That's
testify.
a triangle, not an angle.
Cute.
The right angle.
God damn it. Then I know who will.
Drop a like for that pun, folks.
I would like to cross-examine the witness in this case, Lamiroir.
Lamiroir?
Lamiroir.
Did you say that correctly, Mr. Justice? No, he didn't.
What are you up to now? I thought we determined yesterday that Lamiroir's testimony was unsustainable. There's nothing you can... Lamiroir was taken to the hospital yesterday with injuries.
What happened?
She was assaulted,
Oh yeah, that's
Your
right. Assaulted? What about a peppered?
God damn it.
Drop another line. If the first pun didn't get you, who bought a second one better?
And if you like all the puns, drop another like.
Oh my god. Ring that bell.
Make a whole nother YouTube account and drop another like. And if you like the 7th pun by the end of this episode, go ahead and ring that bell for every single account that you like this for.
Oh my god.
Anyways, someone Lamiroir dead. Thankfully, she was able to save herself. What?
Oh, he's sweating.
I've heard no such report.
We updated.
Prosecutor Gavin. Huh? Why would anyone be out to kill Lamiroir? Can you think of a reason? But, well... Think of how she is known in our country. A singer from overseas who doesn't speak English, yes? Yet someone tried to keep her mouth shut.
In orange.
Who could that have been?
You don't think?
I do. It was the same person who shot Mr. Latouche. The killer was afraid of her, afraid of what she might say. The defense believes that something was hidden in your testimony yesterday.
And Maki was in the detention center when that happened, so that proves further that he didn't shoot Mr. Salad.
Exactly. Something the killer doesn't want getting out.
I get it. I call him Mr. Salad because his name is Mr. Lettuce, which is lettuce.
Lettuce. Romaine, let us finish this case. So am I to
my
understand that
God.
this is what you were saying?
Drop a like.
Maybe there's a nugget of truth in Lamiroir's testimony.
Chicken nuggets.
A nugget we have yet to uncover. I uncovered the chicken nuggets yesterday when I made chicken nuggets. We didn't actually make chicken nuggets yesterday. It's been like a month since we made chicken nuggets.
Why'd you
exactly.
say yesterday then?
I don't know what I was
Did you just
saying,
want
okay?
chicken nuggets yesterday?
I want chicken nuggets every day.
Very, very true. Chicken nuggets! If Lamiroir's attack, this has serious implications. She must sue. Very well. There were some fake points in her testimony during yesterday's trial. Perhaps we don't inquire as deeply as we might have into some. Court will hear Lamiroir's testimony once more. With gusto.
Hello again. Lamiroir, I must apologize.
Yeah, what the
must
fuck?
ask you to stand again and speak.
You need not apologize. I know that Maki is innocent, and I will do all that I can until the court realizes this, you dumb fucks.
Let's see your testimony from
His
yesterday.
arm would be broken if he shot the man.
You told us you heard 2 gunshots and the shooter's voice through the
that is-
window.
Oh, even the dots are orange. Ooh boy.
And that the voice belonged to Darian Crescend, yes?
That ellipses, it's some serious ellipses.
Yeah.
That is correct.
At which point I proved she could not be correct. She couldn't have heard any of those things. A small window of the scene was closed and was found to be quite soundproof.
You have nothing to say to that, Mr. Justice?
I don't know exactly what yet, but I do know there's something there.
There's something
There is,
there
it
that
seems.
wasn't there before.
Much you do not know.
And yet it is my duty to hear him out. Perhaps the witness would be so kind as to testify once more to the court. Of course, Your Honor. What I heard. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. That's when I heard them, Mr. Latouche and the detective. I heard the faint sound of a gunshot and stopped. Then I heard another gunshot. And another one. And another.
Another one.
I was having war flashbacks. There was a smell of gunpowder. Yep, definitely peaked. Okay, I knew I must tell someone, but I was in a hurry, so I kept moving past the small window. I'm in a very jokey mood today. I am sorry, everyone. Pretty much the same as yesterday's testimony. I am sorry. I am not used to speaking much in this language. Perhaps my descriptions are lacking in some way. Yet, everything I have said here is the truth.
Then it is my distinct pleasure to say this.
Displeasure.
Displeasure to say this. What you have said to have happened is impossible.
Your career is impossible.
Do I have to repeat myself? Lamiroir was attacked because of this testimony. Yeah. What? Jersey?
Apollo, you know, for a moment there, you were pretty cool.
Maybe I do better when I don't try to think ahead. That's the way life goes.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Perhaps you can coolly express the witness, cross-examine the witness.
Okay. So I think the point that we're trying to prove
Hello,
here...
fellow kids.
Yes. I think we're going to prove a point here that this happened when she was in the middle of her act to transfer across the stage during the magic trick, and that this took place in that roof that's above the, where the fuck is that thing at? There it is. In the, even though that gap looks so small, I think that's what we're trying to prove here. Is it's that gap that goes under the stage to get to the other side.
Yes.
So I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. I don't want to be in that stage anymore. So let's press it.
Hold it.
Yeah.
Is something wrong?
There is an objection. She's saying the same thing she said before.
Mr. Justice?
Sorry, it's nothing. Please continue with the testimony.
Now I know what they mean about the reckless youth these days.
The one in red over there is a shining example there, Judge. You're the last person who should be pointing fingers, Mr. Rockstar. Alright, that's when I heard them, Mr. Tucson Detective. Okay, let's figure out what's going on
she
here.
did still hear him.
Yeah, I think we have to prove that this happened in the not set of the music. That's why
yeah.
we're having to go with that.
Yeah.
Darian Crescend?
I did not know his name at the time. But yes, it was him. The one who took the stand yesterday.
How many times do I need to remind you that's impossible? There's no way you could have heard him. Because the window at the scene was closed? Is that why? Of course.
Apollo, if we keep asking the same questions as yesterday, we won't get anywhere.
She's right. Maybe there's a different angle I can try?
What were they talking about? Did you hear anything else?
Lamiroir, did you by any chance remember what they were saying to each other? If so, please tell us.
I have given it much reflection, but
I was afraid of this. She doesn't remember.
I only heard one phrase clearly.
The whole phrase? You remember something that was said? Why didn't you say anything yesterday?
Though my memory is clear, I was afraid to speak. You see, I do not understand what was said.
This could be it. The clue I've been waiting for. What did he say?
It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Latouche.
The shooter, then. Daring Crescend.
Well, what did he say?
The cocoon.
It's over. Press the switch now.
Huh. Weird.
Huh.
You
Weird.
mean this switch?
Huh.
Which button?
Switch? Like Nintendo? And the shooter said this to the victim, Mr. Latouche?
I thought it quite strange myself afterward.
It is a mystery. What could it possibly mean?
Thankfully, we have a switch.
Mr. Does this? Can't you shed some light on this?
I mean, sure. I'd be delighted. It's very, very vital. Maybe we could add that to the testimony.
Maybe, Apollo? Maybe?
Heard what I said. Press the switch now. So, I mean, I'm going to assume I should probably
Present the switch?
present the remote trigger.
Yeah. Yep.
There we go, baby.
I mean, it was pretty evident.
Yeah.
Pretty evident. Evidence, get it?
Hey, press the switch. There's only one key that can unlock the mystery of those words.
I mean, before I was joking about being like, you mean this? But we actually are doing that.
Yeah. And that's why we had to remember, it's like, hey, we don't want to bring this to him yet.
Oh, yeah. Because
Oh.
he doesn't know about this.
Yet there was nothing at the scene that could be called a switch, save the lights.
We almost showed it to
True,
you.
there wasn't a switch at the scene, but it just so happens I have a switch right here.
That certainly does look like a switch, doesn't it?
The problem is, this was found not at the scene of the crime, but on the stage,
The stage?
where the concert was held, yes. This was found hidden there, on the stage.
Are you claiming that the voice Lamiroir heard was of someone commanding another to press the switch?
It's a possibility.
Ooh-wee.
No, I have forehead. I'd call that an impossibility. Why?
Yeah, why?
It's highly necessary for me to remind the court of the layout of the concert for him. The stage is quite far from Lamiroir's dressing room. Not to mention the Gaviniers are in the middle of a concert on said stage. We aren't known for being a quiet band. You can shout all you want and not be heard.
This was the earpieces things.
Yeah.
The detective's voice was loud, but certainly not a shout.
So too have Air Forehead's cries of possibility fallen far short of being heard. Sorry, but he wouldn't have needed to shout. Excuse me? You heard what I said. Or do you need me to shout it out for you? It would have
Oh,
been quite simple to be heard on the stage from that dressing room. Oh wait, you like evidence, don't you? How about this?
oh, he's sassy now.
Using this, it'd be easy to get a message from someone on the stage from the dressing room.
To someone.
Prosecutor Gavin, perhaps you're familiar with this?
You dumbass.
Why, that's...
What? What is it? Is it some kind of newfangled phone they invented while I wasn't looking?
No.
This is a type of transmitter. A communications device.
Communications device?
From what I've heard that night, everyone on stage was wearing one of these. Isn't that right, Prosecutor Gavin?
Look at this shit-eating grin on his face.
I think I know what happened.
What?
This, obviously, like we said, that we have to prove that this happened when it was Lamiroir's song set. And what I think he was doing is he had the earpiece on
He who?
because
There's a lot of he's.
Crescend, Daring Crescend had the earpiece in the dressing room, and he said that through the earpiece to
Maki?
Maki, who was on stage. That's why the switch was in the piano. All he had to do was hit a certain note and it would activate the switch.
Yeah.
He just had to wait for a call. How much do you want to bet? I wonder if we can watch the video. The videotape? I want to see if we can watch this Because if so, I want to listen to hear if there's an off note when Gavin's guitar sets on fire. Notice how there's a fast forward and rewind.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn this up so we can hear. I want to listen to the piano and listen to see. And that's where the mixer's going to come into play. They might bring that game up again to single out the piano. So I want to listen to this to hear if this theory is correct. All right. But she's got to fly. So.
Yeah.
Just got to keep letting it go. Sorry for no. The flame already happened. Fuck, how do I rewind? How do I rewind? I got to go back a little bit. But I thought I heard something wrong a little bit anyways, so.
But see, it was there, but then it wasn't again. That's the thing.
I need to hang on.
Like, it was there, and it was there a little bit, but then when he comes back, it's not.
She would have only been able to hear it if it happened while she was gone, though. That's what's not making sense now. So let's try and pay attention here now.
You can't really hear piano in there.
That's what I'm trying to listen for. There are a lot of wrong notes that are going on there, though, so it might come down to one of those mixer games again.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go back out of there. That's my theory, is that the switch was in the piano, and we're gonna have to call that out soon.
Well, we know the switch was in the piano.
Well, no, I'm saying that it was on the piano at the time when all this happened.
Yeah.
And you're saying press the switch.
It's obvious. It's obvious.
And I'm just saying that he was saying it to Maki on stage during that song. Anyways.
Again, it's
isn't there, I get
pretty obvious.
Yes, actually, there for talking between band members. Now we took up all your time. I'm sorry, everyone. We all had one
For
on.
real, I wasn't expecting you to do that on camera.
Sorry. I want to share it with the people. So admit that if you were wearing one of these, telling from the backstage to the stage would be simple.
Why did you like hitting it so much?
True, but wait. Those send an electronic signal. To avoid interference with the audio systems, their range is quite limited.
Lamiroir said it was about 30 feet, right?
Look at this cross-section diagram of the concert forum. Exactly, the walk from the stage to the backstage seems far, but the direct distance is less than 30 feet. Ironically enough, a piano is right in its distance.
Yep.
That can't be.
So, when Lamiroir heard the shooter's voice, he could have been talking to someone on stage.
Jackson, who?
You're claiming this is the switch in question? Why'd it have to be on the stage at the time?
Because it was in the piano.
It could be placed in a pocket and carried anywhere. Someone could have hit it on the stage after the fact.
Hey, he's got a point. How do we know where it was when she heard the voice? When the shooter said, press the switch.
Well, I guess we don't.
An unfortunate situation. Afraid that until we know where the switch was, there's no point in debating it.
Oh, sure, that was the way to go with this.
We can't prove that it was in the piano the whole time. Like, we can't.
Not yet.
Yeah, we can't prove that.
What is this switch, anyways? We don't even know that basic fact. I do.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
But does Apollo know?
I do know what this switch is. And if you follow that train of logic to its incredible conclusion, it ends up in proof that completely changes this case.
What's up, Apollo? Apollo?
We know about this switch, right? We know what it is.
Yeah?
Well, think of when it was used that day. Think of what happened.
Well, Mr. Justice, if you have no further information to share concerning this switch.
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Justice?
I've been remiss in not telling the court this before. I know what this switch is.
Well, it seems the defense is set upon linking this switch to the case. Let's see your evidence of the link. What evidence do you have to explain what this switch is?
We have the exploder, the igniter.
Exploder? Jesus. Nothing exploded.
Prosecutor Gavin, You remember this?
Except his stress levels.
That's that.
That's what? Is it another one of those newfangled phones?
Yes.
Why is it square and look like a motherboard?
This is an igniter. What phone looks
Wait,
like
what's
this?
a motherboard? Igniter? You mean it's like a lighter?
Yes, actually. You aren't saying the switch is a remote.
Yep.
I am. This is a remote trigger for an igniter. What? Look, I'll show you.
Mr. Dusters, we do cease and desist from burning down this courtroom.
Sorry, that was a bit more far than I expected.
Cease and desist. I love that.
If my whiskers had caught on fire.
Calm down, Santa Claus. Anyways, Prosecutor Gavin, let me repeat myself. This switch is a remote igniter trigger.
I'm sure you're familiar with that.
Does that suggest something to you? You're talking about what happened to me, aren't you?
Ah!
Exactly. That night at the concert, there was one unusual burst of flame.
Spontaneous combustion.
When your guitar caught fire in the middle of your performance.
Yep.
Wasn't that part of the stage show, though?
Nope.
Prosecutor Gavin was entirely unaware such a thing had been planned, and a guitar that burned was a valuable keepsake.
That's right. He got it in Virginia from Lamiroir. He said the sound was amazing before it burned. Of course, now it just kind of smokes.
The better the guitar, the brighter it burns.
Sounds
Your
like
forehead.
sadness now.
Yes? Don't tell me you're trying to tie those two things together. Those being the shooter's voice heard by Lamiroir, and the guitar suddenly catching on fire. I am. It's really simple when you think about it.
It really is.
Mr. Latouche and the shooter were at the crime scene. The shooter's wearing a headset. He ordered someone on stage to press the switch. The switch is pressed, and the guitar caught fire.
Well, that does seem to make sense. Though something about it is bugging me. Can't quite put my finger on it.
And you know what? We'll put your finger on it for you. Next time, old buddy, old pal.
Oh, okay. Just don't burn my beard.
I won't. You gotta still play Santa Claus next week, man. Come on.
Exactly. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all those things.
Oh, jeez.